dead at the Magbon building collapse in Badagry, plus Governor Sanwo-Olu prioritized training and retraining of civil servants. Good evening and thanks for joining us on Nta Lagos Channel 10 News at 7. I am Fadike Oguntuashi. Rescue operation has been completed at the site of the Magbon building collapse in Badagry, as residents of the community have shifted attention to ensuring that the country builds them collective quota towards the quick recovery of those receiving treatment at the hospital. Michael Olale reports that the entire area is still in shock caused by the development.
The stock-taking process has been completed. 9 persons were in the building before the incident, and going by eyewitness accounts, 4 have been declared dead. Another 4 are presently hospitalized, while a child who left the building unhurt went for a short recess briefly before the collapse.
I was upstairs looking at the way the thing comes down. So before I can rush down, I tried to call a lot of people to come and help us here. We figure out some people that get injured, like 4 people take to the hospital. So after that, we realized that there is another 4 people that is dead already.
The ambience around Magbon is that of silence as residents keep imagining how the entire scenario unfolded, going by the fact that the building sited on half plot is at advanced stage.
When I came back, I can see that the building has already collapsed.
While efforts are in top gear to give medical care to those affected by the building collapse, the community has taken a common stance to look out for endangered structure and report accordingly. In Lagos, Michael Olale, NT News.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu says the government will continue to promote fiscal responsibility in every sector by ensuring capacity building of the state workforce is prioritized. The governor was represented by the deputy Obafemi Hamzat, stated this at this year's capacity building program for internal auditors in Lagos. Musa Toliat completes the reports.
The 14th edition of the capacity building for internal auditors in Lagos State Public Service is aimed at exposing them to the various e-learning platforms provided by the state government to keep them abreast of current and emerging development in the audit profession. Deputy Governor Obafemi Hamzat stressed that the theme of the program is carefully selected to drive home the point on the independence of auditors, which helps them carry out their duties without undue interference, pressure, or personal bias.
As public sector auditors, we play an important role in effective sector governance and effective public service audit activities strengthen governance by materially increasing citizens' ability to hold their government accountable. This implies that audit activity must be done with integrity to produce reliable services, promote or foster credibility, and of course equity.
Special Advisor to the Governor on Central Internal Audit, Abayomi Oluyomi, stated that the event also focuses on professionalism in public service delivery and implementation of government policies, particularly those that are directly connected to the themed agenda of the Lagos State government.
That trust deficit that is between the people and the government, the solution or the people or the instrument of governance that can bridge that gap is auditing. So when the auditors do this, they help public sector achieve accountability and integrity to improve operations and instill confidence among citizens and stakeholders.
The theme of the retreat for internal auditors is redefining independence, professionalism, and integrity as an imperative of Lagos State government structure. In Lagos, Musa Toliat, NTA News.
The Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has assured management of the National Theatre of maximum support for its upcoming programs, National Conference of Festival of Unity, and the Thriller Bands at National Theatre aimed at promoting young musicians and artists. The governor was represented by the Special Advisor on Tourism and Culture, gave the assurance at the news conference held at the National Theatre, Lagos. Joy Ifidi reports.
Conference was to intimate the public on the second edition of the National Theatre Festival of Unity and the trailer bands at theatre put together by management and Evergreen Music Company. The special advisor on tourism and culture to the state government, Solomon Bonu, who lauded the initiative, assured that the state government will assist to make the programs successful.
As Lagos State government, we are giving our total commitment to this event. We will support because this event is all about the youth, it's all about entertainment, and it's all about music. And when you talk about music, you are talking about life. So, on this premise, I'm giving you the assurance that Lagos State government is fully involved and we are supporting you. Thank you.
The General Manager and Chief Executive Officer of the National Theatre, Professor Sunday Ododo, and the Managing Director of Evergreen Music Company, Bimbo Esho, in their separate remarks, while highlighting the significance of the programs, noted that it is aimed at showcasing an important aspect of the musical heritage that are bound in the state.
We have continued with so much optimism to break new grounds and keeping the National Theatre functional in the areas of talent hunt and development in the performing arts. The preservation, promotion, and presentation of our cultural heritage in Nigeria, which are part of our core mandates as National Theatre.
The initiative is to boost the composition of meaningful lyrics and lively songs, quality dance styles, stage appeal, as well as excellent performances to delight music patrons even beyond the shores of Nigeria.
The program's Festival of Unity, with the theme Enduring Optimism, will take place on the 10th to 12th December, whilst the trailer bands at Theatre Tag, repositioning the Nigeria entertainment industry for posterity, is scheduled to hold on the 17th to 18th December 2021, respectively. In Lagos, Joy Ifidi, NTA News.
Nigeria has lost millions of naira as a result of the 3 days nationwide warning strike embarked upon by workers of the Nigerian Railway Corporation. Onyinaya Kaluoka at the Idu and Kubwa station in Abuja reports that the train services are grounded.
There's the usual hustle and bustle. Entrance to the Idu and Kubwa train stations are under lock and key. Workers have down tools and train services suspended. Few passengers who came to the stations unaware were turned back by the union members. The only people on ground are the union members who are asking for better working conditions. As they say, their working condition was last reviewed in 1978.
Good welfare we are seeking for. You are paying $10.
No quotas for staff. We are sleeping inside container. No quotas and there is no container.
We are agitating for enhanced salary structure. We are agitating for review of standard condition of service. We are agitating for personal insurance on each railway.
The equipment are equally highly expensive, and they insure the lives of all their equipments. They are there, but even to insure the lives of somebody that is even driving this equipment, it has not been there.
And we have initiated the processes. As I'm talking to you, we're still parlaying with them. The Honorable Minister of Transportation has made strong cases to the Science and Wages Commission. And it's not something that I believe that if you do immediately, you get an answer. There are processes.
For now, the Jabi Motor Park is busy with more passengers.
And I prefer taking train, but with the strike, what can one do? That's why we are here.
It's very hard for me. I'll pay transport from Kubwa down here, and then from here back to Kaduna, because it's almost higher than the cost I used to spend.
More than 90 million naira from available records is expected to be lost from the 3-day strike, with work suspended in all MRT stations across the country. Portals for the purchase of tickets has also been suspended. Oyinaya Kaluoka, NTA News.
NTA Lagos Channel 10 News continues after this time out. To stay with us.
How to make a perfect bowl of love? A perfect blend of taste that brings every ingredient to life. The fusion of different spices. The unique aroma that rejuvenates your senses. The heartwarming deliciousness. And the satisfaction that comes from every bite, which makes you say, I love my Indomie. How to make a perfect bowl of love? A perfect blend of taste that brings every ingredient to life. The fusion of different spices. The unique aroma that rejuvenates your senses. The heartwarming deliciousness. And the satisfaction that comes from every bite, which makes you say, I love my Indomie.
Thank you for staying with us. Strengthening the capacity, innovation, and leadership powers of its personnel, the Nigerian Army has organized strategic training for its officers. Samuel Johnson reports that officers from rank of lieutenant and above are attending the workshop at the Headquarters Command Finance Office in Lagos.
The Nigerian Army, under the leadership of Lieutenant General Farouk Yahya, is strengthening the capacity of its officers and to tackle the security challenges confronting the nation. With equipment, skills, and motivation, the Army believes that transformation and innovative leadership to propel growth will be achieved.
This leadership development seminar that is organized by the Nigerian Army School of Finance and Administration is one of the measures that are designed to achieve the Chief of Army Staff Division, because we are aware that at every level, both at the junior level and the middle cadre and senior level, leadership is what motivates and drives an organization to achieve its mandate.
The Commandant, Nigerian Army School of Finance and Action, here expressed appreciation to the Army leadership for ensuring that the training held, noting that decisive and self-motivated personnel needed to accomplish the mandate of the Nigerian Army in the contemporary environment.
The theme is carefully crafted to prepare participants for their day-to-day assignments, which requires innovative and creative attitude, playing the roles of key drivers of effective leadership in the Nigerian Army.
Officers from army formations across the nation are attending the workshop. In Lagos, Samuel Johnson, NTA News.
The zeal to adopting new approaches in the management of the maritime environment in the Gulf of Living has resulted in the exchange of success stories among security agencies with better prospects to end crime on sea. At the opening of the 5-day training and developing maritime security culture in the Gulf of Guinea, reference was made to Nigerian maritime security architecture, which have obviously reduced crime to just 4 within 9 months. Michael Olale reports.
At the close of the third technical rotating meeting of the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center, delegates from 7 African countries agreed that regional agencies must institutionalize a framework for regular dialogue that can guarantee collaboration. This training, the 7th of its kind, is therefore translating policy statements into action by enhancing the knowledge of maritime security actors and strategies key in fighting maritime crimes.
It is our hope that it will provide a useful periscope through which you can view your mutual collaboration in ensuring maritime security in the Gulf of Guinea.
To indicate its resolve in ending crimes and offenses on Nigerian waterways, the Danish government appointed a Secretary of Maritime Security with the Gulf of Guinea crucial in its agenda.
We also need the capacity training of the Navy in both Ghana and Nigeria.
The training is built around understanding the peculiarities of the Gulf of Guinea with a view to improving awareness and responses.
The magnitude of most maritime crimes and their interconnectedness as the stated calls for cooperatively framed responses.
Once this workshop is concluded, it will increase the number of trained personnel to 190, with participants cutting across 20 agencies in Nigeria.
A couple of weeks ago, Nigeria successfully prosecuted some pirates who had sought to hijack a ship. And the usage of that law has sent a signal to the world very clearly.
The Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center pledged to follow up the capacity development of other key players within the maritime ecospace. In Lagos, Michael Aleye, NT News.
On COP26 Climate Park, President Muhammadu Buhari signed the climate change bill passed by the National Assembly. Thomas Ogbetere reports that this was made known by the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Garuba Shehu, on NTA's Good Morning Nigeria Current Affairs program. The SSA to the President, alongside other guests, analyzed the just concluded COP26 in Glasgow, Scotland.
That the President has just signed the climate change bill passed by the National Assembly, issuing a statement perhaps later today.
Signing of the Nigerian climate change bill is among key decisions taken in line with the resolution at the just concluded COP26 in Glasgow for 2 weeks. World leaders and stakeholders across the world gathered at the 26th United Nations Climate Change Conference get towards reducing greenhouse gas emissions so as to keep temperatures from rising to more dangerous level and also find concrete solutions to keep the world at under 1.5 degrees Celsius of warming above pre-industrial levels. Guests on Good Morning Nigeria are of the opinion that world leaders must stop playing politics and paying lip service to the issue of climate change.
All the promises put all together, and that's when if the promises are fulfilled, we're going on a trajectory of 2.4, which is really, really disastrous. And you have to massage the egos of some countries, particularly China. They are the major polluter. They pollute the environment more than any other country in the world, but yet they are not into it.
They insist deliberate plans and mechanisms to mitigate the effect of climate change must be taken immediately.
Those who are responsible for the pollution should do more. They do their fair share. So you see African nations struggling, nations including Nigeria struggling to do a lot, whereas those who are really polluting are looking for ways to avoid action and place the burden on poor countries. So,
people are cutting down trees in order to cook food and warm their homes. That is even more devastating than some of the things that have been said.
Guests also called for more budgetary allocation for the Ministry of Environment. In Abuja, Thomas Ogbetere, NTA News.
And that's the news at 7. We thank you for choosing Nta Lagos Channel 10. Before we go, always remember the girl child is the strength of our home and future of the nation. Respect, cherish, and protect her from any form of abuse. This message is from Nta Lagos Channel 10. Alaji Uzamot is standing by for the translation of the news in Yoruba. Good evening.
Lórúkọ mi gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó Babájídé Sanwó-Olú ti sọ pé ìjọba yóò máa tẹ̀síwájú nínú akitiyan rẹ̀ láti máa mú ìgbélárugẹ dé bá àwọn ẹ̀ka iléeṣẹ́ rẹ̀ gbogbo nípa rírí pé wọ́n mú ìgbélárugẹ dé bá àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ abẹ́ rẹ̀ ní ọ̀kúnkúndùn. Igbákejì gómìnà Ọbáfẹ́mi Hamzat ni wọ́n ṣaṣojú fún gómìnà níbi ètò ìlanilọ́yẹ̀ iṣẹ́ fáwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ayẹ̀wòwò nípìnlẹ̀ yìí. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Musa Tọ́lé àtìmọ́ròyìn wọlé pé mímú ìlọsíwájú dé bá iṣẹ́ àwọn ayẹ̀wòwò ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ yìí ṣe kókó látàrí àti jẹ́ kí wọ́n túbọ̀ ní ìmọ̀ kún ìmọ̀ kí ìmọ̀ wọn túbọ̀ kún rẹ́rẹ́ nípa àwọn ìlànà ìgbàlódé èyí tí ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó yóò máa lò láti fi máa ṣiṣẹ́ rẹ̀. Yorùbá bọ̀ wọ́n ní nǹkan tí èèyàn bá mọ̀ ṣàgbà rẹ̀. Ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yìí èyí tí ṣe ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹrìnlá irú ẹ̀ yóò fún àwọn ayẹ̀wòwò ìpínlẹ̀ yìí láǹfààní láti jẹ́ kí iṣẹ́ wọn túbọ̀ jáfáfá sí i. Wọ́n sọ pé ó yẹ kí àwọn olùyẹ̀wò ní òmìnira ara wọn láláì jẹ́ pé ẹnìkankan ń dà wọ́n láàmú. Olùgbà gómìnà nímọ̀ràn pàtàkì nípa yíyẹ̀wò wò lábẹ́lé Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Àbáyọ̀mí Olúyọmí sọ pé pàtàkì ìpàdé àkànṣe iṣẹ́ yìí ni láti túbọ̀ la àwọn olùkópa lóyè nípa iṣẹ́ olùyẹ̀wò owó wò èyí tí wọ́n yàn láàyò. Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó Babájídé Sanwó-Olú ti mú dá àwọn aláṣẹ gbọ̀ngàn ìṣẹ̀ǹbáyé ilẹ̀ wa tó wà ní Ìgànmú lójú pé gbágbáágbá ni ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó wà lẹ́yìn wọn látàrí àti ṣèrànlọ́wọ́ lọ́pọ̀ yanturu fún wọn nípa àṣeyọrí àwọn ètò rẹ̀ gbogbo èyí tó ń bọ̀ lọ́nà. Ìpàdé yíyan àwọn omidan Sisi Ológe àtàwọn ètò mìíràn ní ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó fẹ́ ràn wọ́n lé lọ́wọ́ lórí. Olùgbaninímọ̀ràn pàtàkì fún gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó lórí ibi ètò ìgbafàájì àti àṣà èyí tó wá ṣaṣojú fún gómìnà ló gbọ́rọ̀ ìdánilójú yìí kalẹ̀ lákòókò ìpàdé pẹ̀lú àwọn akọ̀ròyìn èyí tó wáyé ní gbọ̀ngàn ìṣeré ńlá ilẹ̀ wa tó wà ní Ìgànmú. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Joy Ìfidè mú ìròyìn wálé pé pàtàkì ìpàdé àkànṣe iṣẹ́ yìí ni èyí tí pàtàkì ìpàdé pẹ̀lú àwọn akọ̀ròyìn ni láti jẹ́ kí àwọn ará ìlú rí gbọ́ nípa ayẹyẹ àyájọ́ ọdún ìṣọ̀kan èyí tí yóò wáyé ní gbọ̀ngàn National Theatre pẹ̀lú ìbáṣepọ̀ iléeṣẹ́ kan tá a mọ̀ sí Evergreen Music Company. Nígbà tí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀, olùgbà gómìnà nímọ̀ràn pàtàkì lórí ibi ìgbafàájì ọ̀gbẹ́ni Solomon Bọ́ọ̀nù gbé òṣù bàràbàǹdẹ̀ fún àwọn tí wọ́n ṣe àgbékalẹ̀ ètò yìí pàápàá jùlọ àwọn tí wọ́n ṣe kò kárí ẹ̀. Ó sọ pé ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó yóò ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn gidigidi fún wọn gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìgbà ẹ̀kẹ́ṣe fọwọ́ tilé tí ìgbà aláàmú sì fọwọ́ tògiri. Nígbà tí àwọn náà sọ̀rọ̀, gíwá iléeṣẹ́ gbọ̀ngàn ìṣeré ńlá ilẹ̀ wa ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Sunday Òdodo àti ọ̀gá àgbà iléeṣẹ́ Evergreen Music Company Bímbọ́ Ẹ̀ṣọ́ ṣàlàyé wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́ nípa pàtàkì àwọn ayẹyẹ tó fẹ́ wáyé náà. Wọ́n sọ pé ayẹyẹ yìí yóò túbọ̀ ṣàfihàn pàtàkì tó wà nídìí iṣẹ́ orin àti àwọn ohun àbáláyé mìíràn gẹ́gẹ́ bí ó ṣe kan ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó gbọ̀ngbọ̀ngbọ̀n. Níbi ìpàdé pẹ̀lú àwọn akọ̀ròyìn náà, ìbéèrè àti ìdáhùn tún wáyé nípa bí ayẹyẹ náà yóò ṣe lọ. Àwọn òṣèré tí wọ́n fẹ́ kópa níbi ayẹyẹ ọ̀hún tún dá àwọn èèyàn lárayá ráńpẹ́. Yorùbá bọ̀ wọ́n ní ìtọ́wò la máa dùn ọbẹ̀. Ọjọ́ 10 sí ọjọ́ 12 nínú oṣù kejìlá ọdún yìí ó ní abala àkọ́kọ́ ayẹyẹ náà yóò wáyé, nígbà tí abala ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì yóò wáyé ní ọjọ́ 17 sí ọjọ́ 18 oṣù kejìlá ọdún yìí. Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kọjọ́ kóore. Ààrẹ ilẹ̀ wa, Ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari ti fọwọ́ sí ìwé òfin àyípadà ọjọ́ léyìí tí ilé ìgbìmọ̀ asòfin àpapọ̀ ilẹ̀ wa kọ́kọ́ ti buwọ́lù rí. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Thomas Opeteri mú ìròyìn wálé pé ẹni tó jẹ́ ká rí ìròyìn gbọ́ ni amúgbálẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ pàtàkì fún ààrẹ ilẹ̀ wa nípa ìròyìn àti ìkéde ọ̀gbẹ́ni Garba Shehu lákòókò tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ètò kan nípa ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń lọ tá a mọ̀ sí Good Morning Nigeria iléeṣẹ́ ti ìjọba àpapọ̀. Níbi ètò náà, ó ní olùgbaninímọ̀ràn pàtàkì yìí àtàwọn amòye ọ̀rọ̀ kan ti ṣàlàyé wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́ nípa pàtàkì ètò COP26 léyìí tí wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mú wá sópin ní ìlú Glasgow. Látàrí àti mú okun dé bá iṣẹ́ ẹni, látàrí àti mú àrà ọ̀tun dé bá iṣẹ́ ẹni, àti látàrí àti mọ rírì agbára tó wà nídìí jíjẹ́ olórí níbi iṣẹ́, òun ló mú iléeṣẹ́ ológun ilẹ̀ wa ṣe àgbékalẹ̀ ètò ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ pàtàkì kan fún àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ abẹ́ rẹ̀. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Samuel Johnson mú ìròyìn wálé pé àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ iléeṣẹ́ ológun abẹ́ ilẹ̀ tí ipò wọn bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ológun lieutenant sókè ni wọ́n wá kópa níbi ìpàdé àkànṣe iṣẹ́ náà èyí tó wáyé ní olú iṣẹ́ ológun tó wà ní ìlú Èkó. Tó a ò rí jù báyìí lọ fún ìròyìn ìtàlẹ́ òní. Ẹ má gbàgbé láti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa ní dédé àkókò kan náà lọ́la. Ǹjẹ́ títí ìgbà náà ọ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan láti láyọ̀ ó dàrú.